Hi, today we're going to take a look at our point of view database, which I think you're really going to like. I think it's going to come in handy. So I want to show you how to get there, and I want to show you some of the features. Go to roxbury.org and then select Eisenhower Middle School, and across the center here, go to Departments and Media Center, and on the left, choose Databases. We're still working in EBSCOhost. So click in EBSCOhost, and we've looked at the first two options. Now we're going to look at points of view. Okay, you're going to notice right off the bat that it looks familiar. We're looking at the same search box with the same advanced search options. We will get to that. I want to show you across the center here. You can look at these particular topics that they have separated out for you that deal with issues that are in the news currently. So if we look at the first option, I want you to see that we have an introduction to the issue, we have understanding the discussion, we have history, and it'll take you down to police brutality of today, and then a bibliography. Regardless of how you get to your topic, because there are a couple ways, you're always going to get this related items box. It's going to include point, counterpoint, and a guide to critical analysis. So when we click on the point, it will show us exactly this side of the argument. Police brutality is over-sensationalized. See, you've got a table of contents here, and you can have it read to you in an American accent, an Australian accent, or a British accent, whichever you choose. And you can get a look at this side of the argument. That's why this web database is so valuable. If you are in a debate, if you have to show the pros and the cons, and anytime you have to fully understand an argument, both sides of it, this is a great database to come to. And this is the counterpoint. Accusations of police brutality should be addressed in a prompt and thorough manner. You have the same table of contents, the same opportunity to have it read to you, and then this side of the argument is spelled out clearly. So, again, I'm sorry, before we leave here, I want you to see this is not giving us the option to save it to our Google Drive. Here it's telling us we can, though, add it to a folder if we were to create a folder. You just have to set up an account, no problem. You can print it. You can send the link right here to this argument to anybody who might need to. Maybe you want to send it to your teacher to say, am I on the right track? You can send this link to the teacher. You can also share using email, any of these platforms. I want you to notice once again, because giving credit is so important, we have the citation option, and all of these formats are already in place for you. All you have to do is copy and paste to whatever document you're working on. All right. Let's see. We took a look at this article in the news section. There's also a spotlight section on the right-hand side, and you're going to get the same type of information. In the news, the national anthem protest. If this is going to change on a weekly, monthly basis as they update, and you're going to get an understanding of the discussion. You're not going to get point and counterpoint right here. You're going to get an understanding of both sides of the discussion, and again, all of our tools on the side. Okay, if you come in and you're unsure of exactly what you want to research, you can look at all of these categories that they've got set up for you. But I don't want you to think that there are only a couple. In any of these, you can expand to see all of the, let's say, pre-made point-counterpoint arguments. You can come in here and get a look at everything that they have ready to go for you. If you have something that you need to research that is not specifically targeted here, no problem. You can create your own search. So maybe I want to look at war. Take a look at war. War gives me 125 results. All right, remember, we can go back to our advanced search options and we can be more specific. I think in the past we have limited by things that are written most recently. I got to thinking that if you specifically came in and said you needed a primary source document, let's see where that would be, right here. Maybe it's a speech that you know was given in 1963. You cannot tell it to get you a primary source document that is current and expect that you're going to see that speech from 1963. So sometimes in order to get your primary source document, you need to know a little bit about it. You need to know when it would have occurred so that you can specify what year. If you were to leave it blank and just say, you know, anything after 1960, you'll get all of the primary source documents that relate. So keep that in mind. And the other thing you're going to see is that you can indeed change the Lexile level, which will help you every time when you can fully understand what you're reading. All right. Oh, so we were looking at war. And remember last time we used some Boolean terms. So I'm going to say not Vietnam and see Vietnam. Let's see how that changes our search results. All right, we're down to 118. What if I said not Vietnam, but and terror? War on terror we hear a lot about. Okay, that changed it. Now, I'm not looking at anything that includes Vietnam, but I will include everything that includes the war on terror. And now I'm down to 30 different results. And if I want an overview, I can look in here at the abstract that goes with my article. That happens every time. And here we go. Understanding the discussion. I have all of the major players here. I have definitions. I have history. I have everything I need here if I spend the time to really get a better understanding of what the war on terror is. And always point and counterpoint and the guide to critical analysis. We didn't look at this last time. Okay, before you read, here's what we need. The guide is intended to help you evaluate controversial topics. This is the same every single time, regardless of the argument that you're looking at. This is teaching you how to listen critically, how to read critically, how to think critically. So, great tool. I want you to also notice, if we go back, over here on the reference shelf on the side, it says See All Research Guides. There are 20 results here. Debate etiquette. Okay, if you were part of the debate club, debate etiquette, debate scorecard, there are a couple of debate-related issues in here. And you might say, well, I'm not, so I don't care about this. Okay, have you ever had to give an oral presentation? How about public speaking? I know you're all responsible for that at some point or another in the building. So here's information on how to be a better presenter, and even better, writing and researching topic sentences, research papers, bibliographies. This is all kinds of information that you are going to need in order to be the best student that you can be. And sometimes, you know, you get caught at home and you don't have access to your teacher and you have a question and you're not sure what is the next step in my process. Well, here you go. Here are all the steps, 8 steps in the researching process. So this is a great resource for you. Remember, it's here. You can use this at any point. You don't need to just use it if you're using this database. So anyway, another great opportunity for you, another great database. If you have any questions, come down and ask me. I'd be happy to help. Good luck.